Hi guys, this is Vanessa Gengler from Align for Life, and today I'm going to show you a really lovely foot massage sequence using yoga tune-up balls. So you can use a tennis ball for this. I do recommend the yoga tune-up balls since they have a nice amount of squish and they're made from natural rubber. So here's the sequence. So you only need one ball for this because you're going to do one foot at a time. And I'd like you to find, if you can, have your hand on a wall for support. I'm going to be turned sideways, so it will be a little tricky for me to do that. But this isn't a balance exercise, so it's good to have your hand on something. So you're going to start just by rolling the length of your foot. So up and down that whole length of your foot. You're going to feel like the muscles on your feet start to wake up here. Now, since we spend most of our time in shoes and from an early age, and we don't really use our feet that much, the feet can become pretty stiff and immobile. So this is a really excellent sequence to start waking up the feet and getting all those intrinsic muscles in the feet, those tiny muscles that start and end in the foot, to become more supple. And that will also allow you to build more strength in your feet when you can use more of the musculature of your feet. Okay, so for the first stop, the first ball stop, you're going to take the ball, place your heel on the floor, and you're going to place the ball right under your arch. So the ball is under your arch. You're going to inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to step forward just a little bit on the ball. Now I want you, as you're doing this self-massage, you always have a choice about how much pressure you place on your body here. So how much compression there is. And I want you to always work at the level that feels right for you. This shouldn't be something that's painful. You should always be able to breathe effortlessly as you're doing the self-massage. So you're just breathing here, allowing the ball to, allowing your foot to drape over the ball. Keeping your heel on the floor, you're going to slowly begin to pivot your ankle side to side. So here, heel stays on the floor and the ball is moving across your arch. You should feel the muscles in your feet start to warm up a little bit here. And you can always reset the ball. So the ball will sometimes roll away, move it back so it stays under your arch. All right. The next stop is the inside of your arch. So the heel's on the floor and you're going to place the ball so it's on your instep. So half of the ball will almost be coming off of, half of the ball will be almost sticking out from the side of your foot here. Maybe you'll be able to see better from this angle. So this is on the instep of my foot. So I'm going to inhale again and exhale, come forward a little bit, feeling that part of my instep press into the ball. For a lot of people, this is a pretty tender area of the foot. For me, it definitely is. And then keeping your heel on the floor, you're going to do a little swiping motion, staying just on that inside portion of the arch. So this can be a good way to actually even notice the difference in mobility between your right and left foot as you do these movements when you're doing the self-massage. All right, next you're going to take the ball and you're going to come to the outside of your arch. So we did our inside, and now you're going to do the outside of the arch. So the ball is kind of sticking out slightly from the outside of your foot here. Heel is on the floor, so you can inhale and exhale, press a little more deeply onto the ball. Paying attention to what's the right amount of pressure for you. So the foot, honestly, our feet should be almost as mobile as our hands. And we have over 25% of the joints in our entire body are in our feet. So we have the capability for a huge amount of mobility in our feet that honestly we don't use. So doing things like self-massage, being barefoot, transitioning to more flexible, minimal footwear can really help you start utilizing all that potential that we have in our feet. So keeping your heel on the floor here, you're going to do that same little swiping motion. So side to side, I'll turn this way so you can see me. you're still on that outside portion of your arch. Doing a nice little massage on the outside, pivoting the ankle. Noticing how much pressure feels like the right amount for you today. So from here, you're going to take the ball and slide it up to the ball of your foot. So that's that pad under, muscle pad under, just below our toes. Take a nice inhale and exhale. You're going to come forward just a little bit, putting pressure on that area. Feel the ball squish under your weight here. And notice as you look down at your foot, see the bones in your feet, those long bones of your feet, the metatarsal bones, spread apart. You'll notice your foot will almost, and in fact it will widen over the ball. Since a lot of times we spend so much time in footwear that has our feet and toes crunched in a not very natural shape, this is an excellent thing to do to start opening up all those muscles and getting a little bit of that natural spread back to the toes. Keeping your heel on the floor, you're going to do that nice swiping motion. So this is across the ball of the foot. Watch your toes spread here. See if you can spread them out. Think about those long bones of the foot spreading away from each other as you do this side-to-side swiping motion. Now when you look down, your toes might not spread apart. That's okay. If you keep doing this, you'll notice you'll gain a lot more mobility in your feet. Feel free to reset the ball if it starts to roll away. If you have a bunion, you can spend a little extra time in this movement, separating the big toe and the second toe from each other. All right, so here you're gonna rest. Find a resting point with the ball right under the ball of your feet. And I want you to grip the ball with your toes. You're gonna give it a, like a monkey foot grab with your toes. And then clench and then relax. Come forward a little bit, put a little more pressure onto that ball of your foot. And then press and grab again. Gripping, gripping, gripping with your toes and relax. And this time I want you to lift your toes up and away from the ball and spread them apart. Sometimes it helps to do this with your hands at the same time. And we'll do that again. So you're going to grip, 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 and relax and lift and spread. One last time. So you're going to grip, really squeeze. If you get a cramp, take a break, relax, and lift and spread your toes. Excellent. So for our last thing, maybe is my favorite, we're going to do the big toe stretch. So you're going to take the ball, you're going to place it right under your big toe. So only my big toe is up on the ball here. If you need to reach down to get your big toe up on the ball, feel free. You want to make sure that your big toe is facing straight ahead. So a lot of times the big toe has a tendency to move away from the midline because of the pointy shoes we've been wearing. So see if you can get your big toe facing forwards as much as you can. You're going to take your opposite foot and bring it behind you just a bit, as if you're doing a little lunge. And you're going to just shift your weight forward a little bit. You're just loading that big toe. Do a little forward and back motion. This isn't any big move here, you're just placing some weight on your foot. So the big toe is in this position of extension here, that coming up of the big toe. This is needed when we walk. Our big toe should be able to have some extension so that we're using our hamstrings and glutes as part of our gait. So a lot of times people don't really connect the mobility of our feet to how much we're able to use other muscles of our body. But our feet are a huge player in the health of our whole body. Okay, so you're going to step your feet back together and come off the ball and just notice the difference between your 2 feet here. You might notice one foot feels much more relaxed and mobile than the other. So I'm just going to show you one side so you can now do the opposite side in your own time. And I would say this is a great thing to do for yourself every day. Okay, thanks guys. I'll see you next time.